Footy Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Kagurabachi chapter 57. But before we get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. And we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus, and we ain't sponsored by Viz. Considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will Bubba Kitty somewhere around here, and hopefully being a good kitty, we don't want bad kitties around here, and this operation literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So I can have my full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content, like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, or the anime original portions of Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, which we do have the first and fifth episodes available for free on Patreon. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 tier subscriber, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a Static Fall anime in full swing and more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, last chapter we got to see, once again, how powerful these enchanted swords are, because we got to see only the tip of Tobimune, like just basically the tip pulled, and it destroyed mofos. Dude, I can't wait to see when the full sword is out, to see what happens at full power for some of these enchanted swords. Because, yeah, I know to an extent we have seen it, but, like, I'm talking about full-on masters of the enchanted swords pulling them out. And I know that's a major phrasing there. But the other thing that I'm very curious about, what we're going to be getting up in here, too, is because Hakuri used his power when he wasn't fully healed. What's going to be the consequence for that? Well, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us today. Hakuri successfully transferred the Tobimune, and now... Oh, here we go. God! Let's see. Dude, this art is getting better. It's getting there. What was that? Like, what just happened? This amount, it's impossible. That's Tobimune. Yeah, it's Tobimune. Where did the tree bastard go? The master's wielding of an enchanted blade. It was so fast I couldn't even see it. Well, this will rile up the playing field. I wonder if I'm in trouble now. Well, yeah, he just only, like, pulled out, like, only a little of it, man. It was the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, you kind of are in trouble. Mr. Samura, sorry you had to save us. Thank him. Hey, you okay? Mr. Aruha, transport the, KUMEYURI, too. I feel like I've got one more in me. You're hallucinating from the adrenaline. With how much blood you're losing, your system is clearly overtaxed. I think it's supposed to be overlaxed. It says overtaxed. God damn you, Viz. Don't push it any further. You need treatment immediately. There's no need to rush. From what Chihiro said, the Hishaku's force is depleted. We can head to another fortress and treat you soon enough. We'll get back, wait, I fucked this up, I'm sorry. We can head to another fortress and treat you. Soon enough, we'll get back all of the enchanted blades from the Hishaku. We have Mr. Samura armed with Tobimune. You won't need bodyguards anymore. Yeah, I said you guys, oh yeah, I said you guys are fired! Seriously? Absolutely, you almost got yourselves killed! Is everyone all right? Ooh, no. Rio Fura, 22 years old. He came to work at this fortress 3 years ago. This was his first assignment as a guard. Does he have family? He has a sister who's 8 years younger. There's no cost to live here, so he sent her his earnings. As bearers of the enchanted blades, our lives are gravely consequential. Oh, he didn't die in vain. He fought valiantly to protect the contracted sword bearers. This is a major turning point. No, unfortunately, this is just the start. Yep. And this chapter 57 is titled Collapse. We failed. They got Tobimune. Akuri. Yeah, that just changes the path. Well, that just changes the path. The destination remains the same. We'll kill the sword master and Yura will wield the Shinoichi. You don't have a lot of options, do you? We won't let a single contracted bear die. Right, you have to protect those heroes, huh? Well, this is exactly why Yura called you green. Ooh! He called him a greenhorn! You're still too green to harvest. Hey, have you heard of school? It's a cozy place where neither of us belong. You know what they teach there? They teach that the sword master and all the contracted sword bearers are heroes like Kunishige Rokihira. The sword master led the other 5 sword bearers in protecting the people with the great power of the enchanted blades, and their wonderful achievements led to the peace in this country. God, you know what? I'm sorry, I have to say it, and I haven't even covered the elusive samurai today, but like we literally saw something similar to this in the elusive samurai a while ago. But with the elusive samurai though, it was way more fourth wall breaking, because with the elusive samurai it was like straight up in we saw the characters reincarnations like in modern day, like what their lives would have been like in modern day. So that's why I'm like, yeah, it's kind of similar, but it's still different. Yeah, that's what I was taught too. No. When it came to the Shinoichi, Dad always clammed up about the Swordmaster too. Everything I learned about the Shinoichi came from books. You only have surface knowledge, right? No. You know you witnessed the Shinoichi's power at the Rakuzachi, didn't you? What are you getting at? Honestly, when I just saw the tip of the Shinoichi's power for the first time, I was overcome with doubts. The power of the heroes who saved the country. Was that power really about saving people? Well, it depends though. It really does. It depends on your perspective of it. And I mean, we've seen this kind of question asked in quite a few series. We've seen it in Kingdom. We've seen it in Bungo Stray Dogs. What's the other one we've seen it in terms of war? To an extent, we've seen it in Gun X Clover too. But God, and we have seen it in the Elusive Samurai, again, speaking of. I thought the reason they keep the Swordmaster under ironclad security, we can't let anyone ever use again. And the reason my dad said that was that the Shinoichi's powers were too terrible and it had to be contained. But when Kiora wielded it, I felt someone else inside of him. Yeah, he possessed them. What if it wasn't the Shinoichi itself that was out of control, but the Swordmaster? And what Father was hiding was something much more crucial. Right, you have to protect those heroes, huh? Are you saying that the Swordmaster isn't a hero who should be protected? God, it's been non-stop today. My brain's in total disarray. At least that's what Samura thinks. That's why he made a pact with Yura 3 years ago. What? No, what? No matter what the truth is about the Swordmaster. No, what? What? If the Shinoichi is released and you guys are able to use it, you'll destroy this country to keep that from happening. Hold on a second, though. Hold on. Remember what we saw, though, with the Kaminabi and how corrupt them motherfuckers are. Like, we don't know there's more going on here. This could be, oh my God, if this ends up being like a Ranger reject situation, I will fucking die. I don't think it's going to be like that, mind you, but there's more to this. There is. And you also, in a way, you kind of have, when I say we kind of have this situation in the Elusive Samurai, well, kind of, because you had everyone, like, you had Godaigo, and you had, Takuji. Well, Godaigo, like, was working with Takuji until he, betrayed him, mind you. They were all out to kill Tokiyuki. They were. And then Godaigo got his ass betrayed because he was fucking stupid and listened to and he thought that Takuji was going to serve him, and Takuji was on his side and had his best interest, and then he realized, God damn, I was an idiot and Takuji was using me. And it was a little too late when that happened. But you see what I'm saying, right? Like, the common what I'm saying is, it's like, it's a two sides of the same coin kind of situation, where the Kaminabi and the Hishaku are both corrupt. And remember what we saw at the beginning in regards to the Shinoichi, in regards to the sword. What Chihiro was doing, and why Chihiro was kind of kept in hiding from the Kaminabi, as well as the sword. What the reason that was he didn't want either of them to have it, or either of them to know, and he didn't want the Kaminabi to know about Chihiro either. There's a reason for it. So there's something bigger going on here. We can't let any of the contracted sword bearers die. Yeah, you keep saying that. Things are already in motion. I get why you're all fired up. I'm sorry, I have to say it. I know I got shit in my comment section a few weeks ago, but God, this really is making me think of Jujutsu Kaisen with the Mahito real disc, because Mahito did something very similar. You know what Samura said? The contracted sword bearers should die. Mr. Samura said that? I just had to keep flailing through the darkness. No, Mr. Samura, look, don't think too hard about it. We just have to fight each other to the death, right? Not yet. Now. Ooh. Did he just sacrifice his arm? Reinforcements. Ooh, Kumeyuri. Whoa! What the fuck? What? What happens to Samura and Urahara? What happened to Samura and Urahara? Chaos unfolds. Dude, what the fuck happened to them? Because it said here, Chihiro said reinforcements. And he said, hold on, let's go back up here. Kumeyuri. Wasn't Kumeyuri... Hold on. Oh no! Aruha's sword was Kumeyuri! Oh no! So, if Kumeyuri is being used... Oh shit, did they kill Aruha? No fucking way, did they kill Aruha? Well, Samura said, right here, is unfortunately this is just the start. And the chapter is titled Collapse. So, there's the other factor, too, of what happened, right? Well, there's this, too. What was said, we failed. They got Topimune. But, I'm very curious what you guys think. Let's see. I'm trying to think about what do you guys think about what Hirohiko said? Hirohiko, again, Hirohiko makes me think of Mahito, and it rhymes too. But I'm just thinking about what Hirohiko was saying about the sword bearers was that I said it when Hirohiko was fighting Chihiro, that it was very reminiscent, and specifically in terms of dialogue, that it was very reminiscent of when Itadori was fighting Mahito in the Shibuya arc. And it still feels that way. And remember, in the Shibuya arc, we saw, oh god, I'm still pissed that she fucking came back to life too. Oh my god, why that bitch, why did Nobara come back to life? Why? Remember, we saw Nobara, she was supposed to stay dead, let's be fucking real. And I'm gonna remain forever salty about it. We saw Mahito essentially murder Nobara in front of Itadori. So there was that. And you kind of, we don't know for sure if this is the case here. We don't know if Aruha is dead, because remember what happened at the Rakuzachi. We don't know. Because of Kiora. Because remember, Kiora wielded it too. Kiora wielded the sword. He was able to somewhat wield the sword, but he got well, in reality, he got possessed. But here though is where it gets interesting. So, is the sword full? The sword is not fully out. It's only like a little bit out. So KUMEYURI is only a little bit out, but dude, I gotta give it to Hirohiko though. This is where it's just fucking metal. The fact that he cut his arm off for this is sick. It is sick. But man, I don't know if Aruha is dead. The only thing I could think of if Aruha is still alive is I feel like Hirohiko was prepared, was trained to use KUMEYURI without like getting the blowback that we saw in that we saw Kiora endure. Because remember, Kiora wasn't trained to handle it. I feel like that to handle the Shinoichi, he wasn't trained for it. Where I feel like Hirohiko was. So I think, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Aruha is still alive? To me, I feel like that's probably the I feel like let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think, if anything, Aruha probably is still, unless something happened in between, where Aruha is still alive, but because Hirohiko, unlike Kiora, had the training necessary to wield the sword while the user is still alive. That to me would make the most sense. That's what I can see happening here. But the other shit that he said here that's very interesting about Samura saying that the contracted sword bearers should die. I either think Hirohiko I think he's lying. I think he's just fucking with Chihiro. But the other part of me is like, after what happened with Jujika no Rokunin, with what Kyo said, and in regards to, I'm spoiling Jujika no Rokunin, so you have to deal with it, with what he's, because initially I thought he was just straight up lying and fucking with Aruma about him and Aruma being best friends. Yeah, that really wasn't the case. He wasn't lying. it was just a repressed memory. So yeah, I'm like, when I see this, I'm like, dude, I don't know. Hirohiko might not be fucking with him. He might not. But the other stuff that he said here about the corruption with the Kaminabi and like what the stuff about war, about like the sword bearers being heroes, like that stuff in particular, I'm not surprised about. And not only that, and you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, because I remember I just mentioned Jujiki no Roken, I'm like thinking, I'm getting my Jujiki no Roken in realness. I'm getting my Jujiki no Roken in realness. Like the fact that you got me bringing Hokusono, the fact that you got me bringing up Kyo up in here, yeah, I'm getting my Jujiki no Roken in realness. I'm very, very happy about that. That makes me, I'm stoked. I'm stoked that I'm getting a little bit of Kyo mixed with Mojito here, and that rhymes too. Mixed with Mojito here. Yes, I am happy. This is good. I am liking this. Give me more of this. Give me more of this. Like Hirohiko is giving me what, like, something that I've been looking for with Kagurabachi. I need more of this, though. I need a little bit more of this. But have we hit, now the real question is, have we hit the revengeness of it all in terms of this being a revenge manga? We're really close. The fact that you got me saying that that Hirohiko has hit like Kyo stat is getting to be a lot more like Kyo. Yeah, we're getting there. I am down with what we're getting here in this writing. I'm really happy with that. But man, I really, again, my main issue with this, now that the writing is starting to like pick up, now my main issue with this manga has got to be the art. I need the art to like give me a little bit more atmosphere in terms of like the darkness. We had it a couple chapters ago, mind you, but I need a little bit more, especially here with the Hirohiko and Chihiro content. I want like the mind fuckery in terms of the metaphorical art. Seriously, Hokusono, utilize the panels. Do it. Utilize them. Give me like a dark atmosphere. Go for it, man. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What you guys think of this chapter? What do you guys, especially if you're a Jujiki no Rokunin reader, I want to know if you guys are seeing the mindfuckery, like the Kyo-esque mindfuckery that I'm seeing here, and if it's kind of giving you like a Kyo meets Mojito kind of realness that I'm seeing. And what do you guys think of, not only that, but what do you guys think of what Hirohiko is saying about the sword bears? To me, it really does make sense. I'm not surprised by it at all. It doesn't surprise me. And I'm glad we're going in this direction. I am. But in terms of the art, do you guys agree that we need a little bit more of a darker atmosphere in terms of metaphorical art? That's what I think this manga needs. It just needs a little bit more oomph. But the other thing is do you guys think about, do you think that, do you think Aruha is dead? Or do you think that, unlike Kiora, who wasn't trained to wield the Shinoichi, that Hirohiko is, or Hirohiko was, and that's why he's not getting, at least for now anyway, the blowback that Kiora did? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Kagurabachi content. Few ways you can do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!